I'd like to invite Sukhwinder ji next to follow. Thank you.
Thank you. Today, I would like to first pay my tribute to the people of the land and their leaders, past, present, and emerging. As my introduction, like I work for New South Wales Police, but I just want to be very clear that the views that I'm presenting is not the views of the organization. They are my views, because dealing with the public community that I have been done in the last about 20 years. So all that what I'm saying is by no way, form, or shape the views of the New South Wales Police. So if you have any problem or any question about that, I'm free to answer that. But all those things that I'm going to say is like a relatable in our present environment that we are currently in, what happened recently in Sydney. So I'll start first because this forum like these are very important for everyone who are living in this beautiful country. So which creates the harmony and the society we live in, what we present to the community, and what we are as individuals who are contributing in that space that we are living in. So very, very privileged to speak in front of so many guests from all over Australia and overseas. So yeah, befitting conference for growing community and thriving Australia. So yeah, the first thing that I would like to see is the impact of police engagement and protection. Like we all look to engage with police at one thing or the other in our daily lives that we go. So police work with the community on many social aspects, and what I could say, in making people aware of what their rights are, what they're supposed to do as individuals, how they can contribute. And based on the time that I have, I'll try to rush through a few things. So like all those things that I have mentioned in the slide there are part of the New South Wales Police program. So people can engage them on community policing, public safety, crime prevention programs, neighborhood watch program, which is quite a successful thing. When what happens in our own neighborhood, we need to be part of the system of law enforcement. Like we can go back to the community and to the police and tell them what's happening, how you can contribute to make a peaceful and healthy living for everyone. Victim support is another thing, where someone is a victim of a crime and they definitely can go through there are some support systems available from the police that you can use if something happens. Emergency response, as we all know, is whenever any emergency happens. What we have seen last week, the unit I work with was part of that response in about half an hour, and we spent last few weeks going through a few of the details of what we have seen on the last weekend. And after, I think Monday was another incident that we have seen. So yeah, a community can definitely help us in a lot of areas and a lot of ways. The next thing is safeguarding the society from the police perspective. We do prepare as an organization for anything that we see that happens or unfolds without any pre-warning. Organization is prepared to act on it and work for keeping the harmony and peace in the society. So we definitely have very special units who are engaged, whether it is a riot squad or a homicide squad. They are prepared to mobilize their troops whenever they're required, wherever they're required. One important aspect in this safeguarding the society we rely on is public awareness and education. Like I have seen that in my interaction with the organization and with the wider community, we sometimes are reluctant to share that information with any public authority, thinking that, oh, I don't know, like what, it's going to come back to me. I can't take a time off or a day off if they call me in. So I would suggest everyone who's present here, whichever area that you live, work, or move in, please be part of that society and share that information, whatever it is, with your local authorities, so that at least they know what is happening on the ground, and it helped them in defining the responses and formulating the policy that are affecting a group of people. So yeah, please be engaged in that space so that we can look at it and see what legislation or policies need to be amended to incorporate your interest in your local area, which are not only local but impacting a lot of people in the community, whether it's a state or your local council or anything. So please be engaged in that space. Yeah. Collaborations is another thing, like how the communities can work together in the hour of the need, or whenever they need something from the organization like a New South Wales Police. If you say want to run a program, or say a procession or a jalsa, what we call it, or a padayatra from A to B, police can assist you in organizing those things if you plan ahead and give the details to the police that what you are planning to do, the days, number of devotees, that what is your plan that you want to achieve out of that. So police is definitely there to help you. So engaging with police at the earliest is the best, so that they can see that what you're doing, and they can help you in organizing those things. When they do those things, there is definitely a lot of work that goes behind the scene where they need your assistance. Risk management is the first thing. No matter what faith we come from, and whenever we are passionate about our own faith, there is another faith who is definitely think that what we are doing, like in terms of whether if I'm taking a procession as a religious procession on the street, people who are living in that street might think that what is happening here, like no one told us. So those are the things that we as an organization deal with as well, because people call police or other departments who are in the vicinity. So engaging with your local authorities allows you to plan your event in a way so that they manage the policy and the government side of it, whether interacting with the local government, or if there are public assets on the way, they engage those agencies as well, so that your way of demonstration and practicing your faith on the street is maintained, its harmony and peace, not only for you, but people who are living on the both sides of that street as well, so that they engage with the community as well and be a participant in that event. So that is what the role of these public organizations are, who are facilitating on your behalf. When you're working on that one aspect, they are engaging with other 15 elements of that same area who might be part of that program in one way or the other. So they interact on your behalf. And they do prepare for if something happens. So all those emergency contacts that are not considered from the organizers, they do look at that as well as a risk assessment. If something happens, they have to be prepared for those elements as well, so that they start to inform them and then keep them on their backup. So in case something happens, all those things are part of the organization when you inform them and interact with them at the earliest stage. So giving them a time is I'm requesting, please engage with them and provide more information so that they become part of the whole community aspect in delivering what you are requesting them to do for you. How we can just make the society better? I think it's a very tough question. I'm not in that position to say, but based on my experience, what I gathered is there are so many things that we interact every day. I was just having a discussion with a gentleman, and I was asked that, how can the police catch someone who's breaking the law? There is a very distinct difference between breaking the law and breaking the rule. we do break the rules every day. Like I think, sometimes you jump the red light, and then you think, oh, no one caught me. I'll do this. That. There is a distinction in those things. Breaking the law is a serious thing. So when you see something that you don't know that whether it's a breaking the rule or is it a breaking the law, the distinction is individual's responsibility. But me who's looking at it and watching it is my area to inform the local authority whether it's a breaking the law from a law enforcement or from somewhere else. So yeah, please stay in touch with your civil organization to see how you can contribute in empowering your partnership and becoming part of the bigger society that we live in. So I'm told that, my time is up, but I'll still finish quickly. So I hope that the young lady is all right with me taking 30 seconds more. So yeah, how we can do that, I would suggest that please look around and help each other. And we are definitely very blessed to live in this great country we call Australia. Please look around. Whatever you think is suspicious, please give your contribution to the society, report to the police, and all that small pieces of information become credible when we see it. You might see that and think, oh my God, this is nothing. I don't need to worry about. No, please. If you think there is a law or a rule is broken, us as a citizen, we need to bring that into the attention of the local authority, no matter what authority is. So please inform them and live happily. I think that's it for me. Thank you. Thanks very much. Thanks for listening. And again, I'll be around. If there is anything I can answer you, please feel free to ask me a question. Thank you. And if you can please clap one more time for all the organizers who have put so much effort into bringing us all together. Nice to see you all. Thank you. Thanks a lot.